Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn, and for today's topic, I'm going to discuss the latest changes to the Onehealthpass. All passengers must register to the Onehealthpass within 72 hours prior to departure. So let me provide you how to fill out the Onehealthpass for all passengers. The most important information that you could provide is your classification as a passenger, whether you are a foreign national, non-overseas Filipino worker, or overseas Filipino worker. Let's start with foreign nationals. All foreign passport holders must be in the category of foreign nationals. You must be a native foreign national or a former Filipino citizen, or you must be naturalized in a foreign country. If you are a Filipino, you have two classifications, non-overseas Filipino worker or overseas Filipino worker. For non-OFW, you must be a Philippine passport holder. For example, you are a student studying abroad and going back to the Philippines, or a tourist abroad or permanent resident in a foreign country. Also, dual citizens are in the non-OFW category as long as you have the immigration entry requirements needed for dual citizens. The other classification is for overseas Filipino workers, and these are for Philippine passport holders, and these are for those who are living and working abroad on a temporary basis, whether you are documented or undocumented OFW. There is now a simplified registration for the Onehealthpass. However, all family members, you must register individually, so make sure that you have a valid email address. All passengers must register within 72 hours prior to departure. It means prior to first flight if you have a connecting flight. Please also be aware of a fake website collecting money. Another important information to remember is that foreign nationals, including former Filipino citizens, must be fully vaccinated. It means that you must be fully vaccinated for more than 14 days before boarding your flight. For cell phone users of the Onehealthpass, save a copy or take a picture of your vaccine card or certificate or booster shot or negative test if required. Also, for desktop or laptop users, save a copy or take a picture from your cell phone and email it to yourself, and then save a copy to your computer before uploading to Onehealthpass website. Fully vaccinated passengers do not need to quarantine. If you are a foreign national, you must be fully vaccinated. Also, Filipinos do not need to be vaccinated. Please take note that if you register earlier than 72 hours, you won't be allowed to register. Please take note that unvaccinated foreign nationals, including former Filipino citizens, will be denied entry except foreign minor child or children. All Filipinos and foreign nationals entering Philippines, including former Filipino citizens, there will be no pre-departure negative test for the following passengers: those who are 18 years and above, who are fully vaccinated and received at least one booster shot. Also, 12 to 17 years of age who are fully vaccinated, but no booster shot is required. For 11 years and below, regardless of vaccination status, accompanied by parent who is fully vaccinated and with booster shot. Also, there will be no pre-departure negative test for children below 3 years old. So that means all children 2 years old and below do not need a negative pre-departure test. So these are the only ones exempted from pre-departure test. Let's move on to the travel details. When is your departure going to the Philippines? Let's say August 5th. And when are you arriving? Let's say August 5th. Please remember to answer all questions with a red asterisk above. Select type of port of entry, airport. Select port of entry, let's say NAIA Terminal 1. And you are arriving as a passenger, aircraft passenger. Classification, let's say you are a foreign national. And have you been vaccinated? Yes. Your vaccination card should be national vaccine card and the country were vaccinated, let's say United States. Let's move on to the personal profile. Indicate your last name, and then your first name, and then sex, and then your birth month, and then birthday, and then birth year. Next will be your civil status, and then your nationality. Let's say American. There's a drop-down menu where you can select your nationality. Let's move on to the occupation. Select your occupation. Let's say you are a retired or a pensioner. And then indicate your passport number, your country code. Select one for US. And then indicate your contact number and then your email address. Your email address is really important, so indicate a valid email address. Let's move on to the next entry. This is the most irrelevant or useless information that you will have to indicate in the Onehealthpass, your highest educational attainment. The next information is your permanent country of residence. Select country, let's say United States. And then the next information will be your country of birth. And then your permanent residence. Let's say you live in Los Angeles, California. Let's move on to the residence details. This will be your destination upon arrival in the Philippines. You have two options. You have either a residence or a hotel. If you select hotel, there are choices of hotel, but let's say, for example, you are staying in a residence, indicate the house number, the street, and then the province, and then indicate the municipality or city where you will be staying. Let's move on to the travel details. This is your travel itinerary. Select your country of port of exit. Let's say US, and then the airline name. There is a drop-down menu. And then select your flight number. And then your estimated days in the Philippines. And then your main purpose of visit to the Philippines. Let's say for holiday or pleasure. Now let's move on to the vaccine information. Indicate your first dose, the date of first dose, the name of vaccine, and then the second dose, the date of second dose, and then the name of vaccine. If you have a booster shot, indicate the booster dose. Yes. If yes, date of booster dose and the name of vaccine. If no, just upload the vaccine card or certificate. So if you have a booster dose, you must also upload the booster dose certificate. You must also indicate the date of booster dose and then the name of vaccine. Let's move on to the countries traveled. Country 1, let's say United States, and if you have like a transit country, then indicate that country as well. Let's move on to the exposure history. This will be your history of exposure to known or probable confirmed COVID-19 case. Indicate if yes, no, or unknown. And then also if you have clinical information, if have you been sick in the past 30 days, indicate yes or no, or any comorbidities, indicate yes or no. And then lastly is the data privacy and affidavit of undertaking. Just put a check mark and then enter the CAPTCHA or security. And then wait for the QR code. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you guys for supporting my channel, and if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.